Всем привет, приветствую на своем канале. Продолжаем прохождение GreedFall. И насколько я помню, я решил немножечко приостановить выполнение вот этого основного квеста и пойти по заданию Альфры, пещера знания. Так, наверное, я так и сделаю, если мне даст игра. Ну да, переместиться можно. Так, это вот сюда. Ну, просто ради того, что я не знаю, что там. Как бы я просто не прозевал эти все задания и репутацию. У меня ведь вообще репутация у Альфры так-то симпатия, и у Сиоры симпатия только. Так. Что у меня по сундуку? Ух ты, большой серп. Нифига себе, тяжелое двуручное оружие. А когда это я нашел такую классную штучку? Туника следопыта. Нет, она хуже. Я сразу, наверное, покладу эту вещицу прикольную в сундук. Итак, вернулся я, и где-то вот здесь цель моего задания. Расспросить молодых людей о пещере знания.
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, year one. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkus will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vethat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself. Like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
Найти пещеру. Что за дела? Выяснить, говорит, самому, как войти. Это же нечестно. Я совсем в другой локации. Я, возможно, уже опять же находил эту пещеру, просто там было пусто. Сейчас проверим. Кстати, надо глянуть, у этого ничего не появилось. Клеймор лейтенанта. Маркиза. Да, это однозначно лучше, но носить я его не могу. Вот этот могу. Ну, энергичность. -1. Хотя я, возможно, смогу это улучшить, но одно улучшение уже есть. Прикольная штучка. $14. Такое себе на самом деле. Я надеюсь, что я лучше найду. Эти штаны, конечно, красивые, белые с черным. Ладно, пока что не буду ничего менять. Ну да, я здесь уже был. Просто, как говорится, фиг я не понял, как туда пройти. Возможно, я даже туда прошел, но там ничего не было, потому что квест не был активен. Вон даже олень лежит, которого я здесь убил. Население здесь. Здесь кто-то жил. А вот и стоят бандиты. Кого-то прибили.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are explorers.
Если грабитель
We
обычный.
discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you'd better leave.
Заплатить.
Listen, staying here is putting your lives at risk. Is there any treasure worth dying for? What would you say if I offered you a sum of money and you took it and just left?
Well, gold without having to risk our necks. I'll take it. All right. Come on, guys. The last one in town pays for the drinks.
Правильно, валите отсюда. А я буду узнавать, как в пещеру попасть. Семя для врат знания. Семя для проведения обряда, призванного открыть пещеру знания. Так, ну это та же самая песня. Насыпал на алтарь маленький семян, и корни расступились.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone. There's a slot at the top. Probably to put something in.
The natives' beliefs are based on exchanges. If we want this door to open, I imagine that we will have to make an offering.
Now we have to find out what we should offer.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place the seed on the stone.
Я ж забыл Альфре что-нибудь купить хорошее из оружия. Она что у меня с начальной экипировкой. Хотя, как показала практика, начальная экипировка довольно неплохая у них. Блин, все эти развилки. А вот можно было взорвать. Бабах и пройти. Без всяких семян и всего такого. Ух ты. Там инфриски интересные. Можно как-то туда? А мне все равно туда. Так что я рано или поздно туда приду. Опа. Никто здесь не нападет, интересно, а?
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest.
Давайте хоть глянем, что тут изменилось. Как он изменился, на кого он похож. Я вообще здесь человека, ну как силуэт вижу. Но как понять, что он изменился? И на кого он стал похож, по-моему, он нифига не изменился. Тут он просто маленький, а там большой.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives.
Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
А где прятаться-то, ёлки-палки? В смысле проследить? Я думал, они сюда идут.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem, avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daiga ni dau. A yigi dames etier komalei.
Kairto, Morian, ages radai de radidauem tairger began.
Kauden nes greta komolei. Nas oltargodu. Vregdetet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
Выйти из пещеры. И что это нам дало вообще, блин? Ну, вот, кстати, наверное, я через тот проход и выйду, который взорвал. Так, выйти из пещеры.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewans.
How will we know when it takes place?
Duncan said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Да, пойдем. Привет, Петр, привет. Ну рассказывай, что там, как, запускал игру свою?
I hope the Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Подождать 1 день. Два дня в нее рублюсь. Ну и как тебе? Нравится? Так, надо, наверное, поставить обряд связи. Еще 9 часов до него осталось. Так, ну что, перемещаемся. Блин, а это тут же. Лагерь укернут, наверное, вот сюда. Так, нормально. Черт побери, так это же тот же самый лагерь, это все рядом. Для тебя специально здесь что-то нравится? Нифига себе. Значит, мне как-нибудь надо купить.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus, but I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
Зачем мне, Петр, надо ее как-нибудь купить? Потому что если тебе понравилось, она мне тоже, может быть, зайдет. Итак, ритуал. Поговорить с людьми из клана Данкаса. 0 из 3.
How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
I cannot wait for the ritual to begin.
Так, а с кем же еще? А, вот.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Donkas has accepted your presence.
Ну, требовательная, конечно. Для твоей видеокарты и процессора она будет требовательная, конечно. Ты же не думал, что ты даже на средних сможешь играть, или не говоря уже высоких. На средних ты, может быть, и сможешь, если там немного подшаманить.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinal Manawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkas, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Ну да, видишь, все остальные стойки с низкими. Ну, может тебе попробовать с Full HD на HD прыгнуть, тогда может FPS чуть повыше будет, или настройки хотя бы поднять на высокие. Попробуй поиграться с этим. Но 30 FPS на низких, я не знаю, что там за картинка. Разрешение, может быть, спасает.
Aruich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Ни хрена себе.
You are an Onol Manawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides, like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Donkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkas.
We are under attack.
Игра красивая, но при всем этом она работает. Что радует? Ну да, вообще-то радует, что она вообще красиво, что она у тебя вообще запустилась. Товарищи, вы что гоните? Дайте я... Хера себе, я даже не знаю, куда идти, что делать. Не успеваю за их движняком. Я надеюсь, где-то здесь поблизости сохранения.
The ritual will begin short.
You look preoccupied.
In some, you seem.
I have nothing.
I believe, but I hope. You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan.
Thank you, Dunk.
Boy,
What about you?
it's strange.
The summit?
It seems like
Да чё ты нахрен-то, а? Что-то за демоны такие.
they won't touch you. Asade, we have to protect them. You can count on me.
Хера себе он бьет. Вот это дебилизм. А что делают? Смотрите, они что делают. Ловушечки. Давайте ставить ловушки. Задолбали. Как вам такое, твари? У вас дофига здесь. GeForce Experience настраивал. Ну, значит, ты можешь еще выжать сам настройк. Потому что эта прога, скажем так, настраивает. Не скажу, что вообще хорошо.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Так, наконец-то с Альфой дружба. Итого, осталось только Сиора. Но, блин, я не знаю, как с ней повышать репутацию. Никаких заданий она не дает. Может, я уже прогавил где-то эти задания. Она обрывается. Ну, не тянет твой коммутатор, значит. Все это вместе подгрузку. Попробуй сбросить это, просто на HD разрешение себе. Скорее всего, у тебя полностью память забита. А озвучка там разве русская?
Karanz, do you need something?
Блин, вот, ну ничего она не говорит, елки-палки, Теора. Я не пойму, что делать. Что надо сделать, чтобы она со мной заговорила. Конечно, игры это одно, вряд ли при чем тут. Дело в том, что, скорее всего, у тебя не хватает видеопамяти. А так как если не хватает видеопамяти, память берется из оперативной памяти, скорее всего, у тебя просто не подгружается эта озвучка вся. Ну или подгружается, но просто не успевает там раскодироваться. Так, я с тобой заболтался и пропустил. Вот, побежим дальше за ней. Ну, потому что я не вижу. Не вижу ничего. И ничего иного, как идти дальше по этому заданию. Так, здесь же ты ничего не расскажешь, Теора. Нет, ты твердишь о своем каком-то отце. Блин, ну как же поднять у тебя репу-то? Ну, в смысле увеличить? А у тебя что, фиксированный размер файла подкачки? Ставь его в авто, ты шо? В авто ставь. Возможно, и в этом дело. Ну, он тебе чуть-чуть поможет. Чуть-чуть поможет. Если там одинаковые ролики, они закэшируются, конечно. Выстави размер у него авто, чтобы был. Если у тебя позволяет место на жестком диске, то пускай авто будет. Зачем ты ограничиваешь? Так, ну что, топаем за этой барышней. Стало еще понять, куда. В принципе, что-то я не понял, куда. Чуть назад вернуться. Вот по этой дорожке. Опа, на нее охота какая-то открылась. Здравствуй, жопа, Новый год. Здравствуй, олень. Так, а это же еще один страж. Страж леса, да? Я такого уже убивал. Чувак, может ты выйдешь сюда, а? А, ты вот так еще можешь. Фига себе, что зелье мощь делает. Урон вообще увеличивается, офигеть как.
We didn't want this fight.
Блин, ну вот жалко ее.
Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that?
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to
Ах ты
die
гад.
tragically from a stray bullet intended for
Шпион
the
Альянса. Слабак.
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
Так, ну, конечно, тебя пощажу, наверное, да? Ну, ради того, просто пощажу, потому что я хороший пацан.
You are obviously nothing more than a henchman. It is your governor that is going to have some explaining to do. Off with you, and make sure our paths never cross again.
Thank you, Excellency. You will never see me again.
Проводить в деревню, в смысле проводить, она же мертвая. Отнести, наверное, правильно. Блин, поляна красивая. Вот лес они сделали вообще бесподобный. По нему хочется бродить. Вот если бы сделали какую-то игру с таким вот лесом и открытым миром, это было бы классно. Она жива?
She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to.
Смотреться перед уходом. Да и вроде осмотрелся. Давайте еще раз осмотримся, блин, что за нафиг? К чему такой вариант в диалоге? Ну, я ничего не вижу такого полезного. На карте тоже ничего. Можно, наверное, закругляться. Это просто чтобы лут забрать. Или может быть, если бы я того дядю убил, мне бы что-то дали. Не знаю.
She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. She does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. The man that shot you is in no condition to come back and bother you, and their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. Even I would have preferred knowing the men dead. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try? We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menawi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon Mil Frictimen protects us all.
Enon Mil Frictimen?
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound, as they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite, but the crimes of the Renaikse enrage it. After all, perhaps your Malikor is their vengeance.
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon Mil Frictimen.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
That's right. We know that the congregation came to this island long ago. A lot longer than we first thought. The Malikor could be a consequence of that first attempt to colonize. A curse cast at that epoch, brought back by the first defeated colonists. After all, are they not the reason the first guardians of the native legends appeared? Whatever, one thing is certain. If there is something or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malikor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy as of yet, he will be happy to know that we have made progress.
Так, понятно. Лекарства здесь нет. Так, страдания Константина. Это еще недоступно. Ну, правильно. Пускай будут страдания Константина. Этот ничего новенького нам не скажет. Так, ничего. Дергаем там, значит, по основному. Так, а что ж по основному? Мне, возможно, не туда. Обратиться за помощью к Сесилиусу, целителю из Сан-Матеуса. Найти лекаря в Веншавее. Кому лучше обратиться? Ладно, пойдем к лекарю. К целителю, вернее. Так, ну Альфу, наверное, оставить лучше здесь. Взять теперь вот этого чувачка. Альфа отдыхает, Петрус идет с нами. Зелье мощи очень классная штука, мне понравилась. Давайте зелье тумана сразу сделаем. Оно вот иногда очень надобится. Зелье мощи вообще моща. Урона сносит очень много. Так, зелье брони хватает. Я, кстати, могу уже сильное зелье здоровья делать. Я вообще, в принципе, любое теперь зелье сильное могу делать. Боеприпасы. Количество 10. Вот боеприпасов надо наделать. Что-то мало. 10 это мало. Так, а где же зелье мощи-то? Угу. Оглушение. Плюс 100.
Excuse me. Are you Cecilius, the famous healer?
I am a healer only through the grace of the illuminated. What can I do for you, my child?
My cousin, the governor of New Serene, is in terrible pain.
Well, that's terribly sad. Was he wounded in combat? Was it during the Coin Guards' rebellion?
Alas, no. He is afflicted with the Malachor, and his days are numbered. We are looking for a cure, but...
Now that's a true miracle that you require. And I fear that they're extremely rare in these pagan lands.
Cecilius, my friend. If there's anyone on this island capable of helping the governor, it is you. Have you not been blessed by the illuminated? Is it not your obligation to aid our allies? Without them, who knows what would have happened to our holy city during the plot?
Petrus, you always knew how to weave words to get what you want. Very good. I'll go to New Serene and try to ease the governor's pain, but do not feed on vain hopes. There are trials that we must accept to undertake with humility.
1,000 thanks, Cecilius.
May the illuminated go with you, my child. There is no miracle that he cannot accomplish. I will pray that you find this cure that we need so desperately.
I have not lost hope.
Cecilius is an extraordinary healer. I'm certain he'll be able to at least alleviate Constantine's pain.
I do not know your magic very well. But if it's so powerful, why would you have to come here to look for an antidote?
All I'm hoping for is that he'll manage to give my cousin some time. And some respite while we look for an antidote.
Когда ваншотят, особо зелье не поможет. Зелье-то не поможет. Причем тут ваншотят? Но с ним урон очень большой. Например, больших боссов хорошо бить. Вот только что я ж дрался. Там даже больше, наверное, где-то в 2,5 раза больше урон с этим зельем. Так, обратиться за помощью. Найти лекаря. Понятно. Теперь еще за лекарем гоняем.
Quesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers.
Ты кто такой?
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desade. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
And you travel with a mind shaker. Strange trio.
I am Bishop Petrus, but I am not a mind shaker. A missionary. Why, pray tell, are you asking?
There are people wearing the same insignia that pass their time troubling the minds of my people.
Missionaries? I was not aware. I'm only here to accompany my friend, I assure you.
He is not a bad man, Donegad, even if his beliefs are foreign and strange.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malikor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tien, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave, and must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He should be able to tell us more about these attacks.
У меня такое чувство, что в эту палатку я не заходил. Хотя я вроде бы во все палатки заглядывал. Наглянуть вообще на карте, я был здесь или нет? Да был. Говорить с проповедниками. Блин, ну нифига себе. А это что? Поговорить с охотником. Ну, я сначала, наверное, с охотником поговорю. До проповедника-то черти куда бежать. Хотя это может плохо кончиться. Давайте сначала поговорим мы с этими проповедниками все-таки. Так, стоп, а у меня же уровень еще есть. У меня же еще уровень. Целое 1 очко. Даже не знаю, куда его лучше потратить. А, ну вот же ветка перекатов у меня пошла. Так. Это я уже изучил, правильно? Да, мстительная ярость. Увеличит приток ярости при контратаках. Здесь пусто. 33, 31. Ну, на следующем, ладно. Не, медведоволки уже давно не соперники. Ты что? Я ж давно уже как коту. Медведоволки уже нет.
Good day. I am the legate of the congregation of merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Броня красивая у нее, пипец. Спросите биг задачи.
Tell me what your mission here is.
We must return these lost souls to the light and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated chosen people.
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts have most certainly been sent by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the light.
You haven't been victim of these attacks.
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the isle, whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. defeat these demons.
The Donegad wishes your departure. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
Найти способ повлиять на проповедников. Попросить уйти. Так, не согласится, она повторяет диалог. В их вещах? Они вот так мне просто дадут полазить по их вещам? Странная дорога. Я думал, здесь какой-то обход.
One more thing.
Yes.
I must go.
Ех. То есть мне как-то надо туда пробраться, но... По всей видимости, это какой-то обход, но только... Ага. Так, погодите-ка, может чуть-чуть назад надо просто отойти. Да, вот здесь надо забраться. Это обход, и тогда я смогу попасть в тот сарай, который сзади них. Дневник проповедницы. Наша миссия продвигается медленнее, чем предполагалось. Несчастные дикари отчаянно цепляются за свои наивные верования и отказываются узреть свет, который не спасет их души. Нам приходится проявлять бесконечное терпение и убеждать каждого по отдельности. Увы, непонятное дикарское упорство порой выводит из себя моих соратников. Я видела, как один из них избивал наивное дитя. Он, конечно, раскаялся и обещал мне, что такого больше не повторится, но я уверена, что он не один впал в этот грех. Что за глупцы? Теперь мне придется потрудиться, чтобы сохранить в тайне то, что они творят. Если об этом узнает предстоятельница или наш орден, нас отправят на континент, а то и бросят в тюрьму. Вот их слабое место.
I'll make sure they cannot hurt anyone else.
Так. Поговорить с охотником. Ну, я вообще не знаю, стоит ли говорить с охотником.
One more thing.
Yes.
Давайте уличить насилие, блин.
I found a document in your belongings. The contents is quite enlightening. Your missionaries have forgotten the divine teachings. Are not all forms of abuse against your religious commitment?
A few missionaries did stray from the path. This is true. But our mission is too vital to let their zealous natures dissuade us. You should have never read that.
чё? Видите, что они творят, да?
Stop! We lay down our weapons.
Well, now leave the region and do not return.
We shall not forget the manner in which you have treated us, but you shall not see us here again.
Дилемма, репутация -1. Эх, ну что делать? Я не знаю. Репа в минус ушла, а по-другому не знаю, как ее поднять. Дилемма подозрительности, все. В принципе, там и была репутация подозрительная такая вот. Ну, не знаю, возможно, потом будет возможность поднять репу и компенсировать этот -1, не знаю. Так, можно вот сразу сюда, наверное, и переместиться, куда мне надо, да? Да, вот так вот. Теперь пойду с охотником поговорю.
Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Bear tear to mother, I say. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The Donegad Katazak spoke to me about the animal attacks. Could you tell me more?
The Ten Lands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here, but they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Ten Lands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
The Donegad Katazak spoke to me about the animal attacks. Could you tell me more?
The Ten Lands have been angered. The
Так,
beasts
по-моему,
of
это...
late, it may...
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Стаи собираются, что ли?
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who they are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them. I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaxi. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy the nest come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
Просить о проповедниках.
What do you know about the missionaries?
The Mind Shakers. They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tiern. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed. And listen, they follow them to their Eden village. And they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight them?
No. But some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries. Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
I
Так,
must be going. Katazak
починить
advised us
оружие.
to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests.
Так, а что тут? Первый уровень ремесла, да легко.
Here is your weapon. It is just like new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenland of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
Понятно.
I must be going.
Кто-нибудь что-нибудь скажет по этому поводу? Никто ничего.
Good day. I have been sent here by your Donegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I am here. To attempt to find her, or to understand.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
Is there anyone in the village that might want her harmed?
No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice, and the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think likely happened to her?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But do you think that they might have captured her outside of the village? That merits inspection. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the Master Hunter.
Well, I will go and investigate this clearing. Perhaps they built a nest near there.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
I must leave now.
Так. В общем, где-то логово возле поляны, где пропала ее сестра. На карте эти логово они хоть отмечают? Или нифига? Нифига. Хотя как нифига, смотрите, вот какая-то есть полянка. Требуется стихийный препарат. Так, вот вторая. Ну, наверное, парень расскажет о третьей. О третьем месте, где может быть логово.
Good day. My name is Desarde from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me would be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Я, кажется, знаю, где они. Они вдвоем свалили, и в логове в том они лежат. Я видел здесь это логово.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared? Where and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
That could be a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more.
Да, уже не поговорю. Так, спросите о пропавшей девушке. Ну, он по-любому ушел с ней. Та за ягодами, тот за рыбой. И вместе где-то собрались, наверное, может убежать.
Did your brother know the girl who also disappeared?
Yes. It is because of that girl that he fought with the Mindshakers.
Could she be the source of his happiness of late?
I don't think so. They have been friends since they were little.
Ну вот, обещано другому, они решили убежать.
Can be broken, and be the reason your brother has kept it secret.
Perhaps, but what would it matter? He would not have fled with her. Not without saying farewell.
What can you tell us about the Tenlands?
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately...
Yes. Katazak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. My brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
I must be leaving. It seems that our two missing youths were together here. No need for a seer to see that there must have been something more than friendship between them.
Так, ну смотрите. Так, что это такое? Найди пропавших жителей деревни. Вот, короче, одно логово. Вот второе логово. Вот третье логово. А вот здесь вот мрачное логово. Здесь они лежат парочкой. 100%. Так. Хотя странно, вот это что за значок-то? Ну-ка сгоняю. Может, они где-то здесь, что ли? Что за прикол такой? Да нет, это какая-то другая фигня.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Not yet, but I have not given up the search. Your sister, by chance, was she fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the mind shakers wanted to take her, but she is promised to another.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that he suspected him to be in love. And there is also the story of a fight.
He defended her because he has heart and because she is his friend. But she was promised.
Да, конечно, друг. Вряд ли. Влюбился, конечно, ну. Дураку ясно. Настоять. Так, нафиг. Да елки-палки. Ну, настоять.
I really need to know everything that can help me find your sister. Hiding something, anything, will only make me lose time.
I have told you everything that I can. Bring her back to me. Please do this.
If your sister broke the promise, we shall keep the secret. She will not be banished by our doings.
I believe you, Donegad, and I shall share with
Ага,
you
получилось.
all that I know. You are right. I know she loved this boy, and that they met each other in secret.
Why did you hide that from me? I am not her suitor.
You are a Renaigse. You do not understand what a promise entails. When two young people give themselves to one another, they weave a bond between them, but also with their village. Breaking it would mean banishment. I didn't want her to have to leave.
I see. That is why they had to meet up in secret. Do you know where they went?
In the clearing. Oh, I hope nothing has happened to them.
I shall go and see if I can find any trace of them. I must leave now. Why did it take her so much time to accept that her sister was in love with that boy?
Because her sister was betrothed to another. Breaking a promise is taking the risk of being exiled. Does one's word mean nothing on your island?
As you know, my child, a promise made to someone is just as important on the continent. It is not surprising for a woman to want to protect her sister's reputation.
Так, ну, дело ясно, что дело темное. Вот здесь они встречались. Или вот здесь поляна, и волчары их утащили вот сюда. Так, мы перво-наперво сходим вот сюда. Здесь вот логово есть. Как ни странно. Так. Неужели я туда не ходил?
Given the presence of tenlands in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here.
Вон эти говнюки.
Only went out at dawn. I would be better to come back later.
Блин, вожака еще надо убить. В смысле вернуться на рассвете? Ну вы запарили, это что мне? А чё вернуться-то позже? Я же могу... А где я теперь отдохну? Лагерь, вон, смотри, где. Черт побери. И тут зверье стоит. Задолбало. Так, лечь спать. Ну да, закат, а мне нужен рассвет.
It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Ты офигел?
The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
А где вообще вожак? Я его не вижу. Хера себе, это что, вожак может быть? Где их вожак? Их знает. Вожак вообще как-то отличается? Так. Ну что, теперь надо к этому лагерю как-то рулить. Так, а как он называется вообще-то, лагерь тот? Лагерь у воды или как-то? Да, лагерь у воды. Что сейчас за время суток? Закат. Да что ты творишь-то, ёпта? Я бежать хочу. Хера себе, какие они сильные. Да ты... У него прыжок далекий, блин, я офигею.
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Сразу подача. Да я убил вожака. Чего вы хотите еще? Не убил, оказывается. Вожак еще здесь. Вожак, короче, рогатый, понятно? Вожак рогатый. Так, на самом деле фиг его знает. Возможно, уже и рассвет кончился. Подожду следующего рассвета. Нет, вожак из-под земли. У них же логово под землей появляется. Ясно видно, что он из-под земли вылазит. Закат. Так, рассвет. Так, подождите, ну это же... А что за нафиг? Где-то же еще третье логово есть. А, вот оно.
A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left their takings. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail.
Да вот их следы я уже нашел. Они в этой пещере.
Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenland the hunter spoke of.
Так, что за нафиг? Я заблудил, я же здесь был. А, во. Вон они лежат, парочка, и там он куча. Куча зверья, скажем так. Нифига себе, магическая бомба их оглушает.
Older than the others. Judging from his clothing, he was a missionary. The two others are more recent. A man and a woman. No doubt our missing couple. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate.
Во, видишь, вылазят. И вот вожак белый.
Return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
Блин, я думал, с этого вожака что-нибудь легендарное выпадет. Записка, найденная на трупе проповедника. Будь осторожен, когда будешь загонять белого Тенлана в пещеру. Это свирепая тварь. И другие твари ей подчиняются. Они уже многих загрызли. Постарайся не стать следующим.
I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
Now you understand why some of us fight against the Renaigse. Their words are always sweet, but all they bring is death.
Так, ну все равно мне надо вот это логово убить. А потом уже в деревню. Что за ерунда? Какие-то новые взялись, откуда они взялись? Так. Я даже не знаю, далековато бежать. Успею ли я? Че, враги, что ли? Понятно, супер двуручник, блядь. О, еще эти твари, как они меня кумарят. Давай полечусь, ты тварь. Что творят, а? Но уже чувствуется, что посложнее это все стало. Оба кота что творит. Сразу двоих сбивает.
Is destroyed. The Master Hunter will no doubt be relieved to hear it.
Так, ну и пешком вокруг теперь бежать. В принципе, не так уж и далеко. Так, ну пойду я к охотнику сначала доложу.
May the beasts answer your calling, on Almanawi. You are a brave hunter. The village will at last find peace once again.
Че и все? Или мне уже надкинули опыта за это задание?
Well, on Almanawi, have you found my brother?
I found him, but I'm truly sorry. Your brother is dead.
May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing. They must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a Tenlin crossed their path. I found both of them in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body. give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlins might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onolmanawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Так, теперь сестру.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Ser Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of a great Tenlin, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I am so sorry. We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onolmanawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you. Thank you.
I must leave now. The nests are destroyed. And with the death of the White Tenlin, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katazak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
Так, у островитян репа повысилась. Там не особо и не нужно было. Черт, я не пойму, как у Сиора репу поднять. И у остальных фракций. Заданий для этого просто нет. Ну, может быть, пока нет.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. I also encouraged the missionaries to leave. They will not return.
I regret that violence was necessary to make them go, but I thank you all the same.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
Undivorced tear ends. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katazak, Constantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Rnaise, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. The mage doctor of Thélème put on quite a show of light. Lovely. But it had no remedial effect. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Торговое сотрудничество, репутация +1, наконец-то. Привет, Вячеслав. Привет. Что у тебя там не получается со стримами? Сегодня смотрел, ты запустил? Сразу вырубил. Так, торговое содружество, симпатия. Наверное, скорее всего, я просто еще не нашел те квесты, которые мне помогут до дружбы поднять. Так, дополнительные задания. Нифига нет. Поручения. Леса засчитанная, смотрите-ка. Ладно, я думаю, еще на эти луки попаду. Убить нечестного ученого. Так, испытание водой. Чего не получается? Не запускается он у тебя, да? Так, ну походу, раз дополняшек я не могу никаких тут делать. Нужно вот это вот испытание водой делать.
My fair cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Constantine, how are you feeling? Are you in great pain?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak, it will give me something else to ponder.
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my fair cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
I wanted to inform you of our progress in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frigdeman, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You were familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfradi. It is with him we make our bond, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that that is exactly what we did. Cousin,
I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine. I promise you. But is there a way to communicate with him? I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, in the hopes that it would kill me.
There is a way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. Enon Mil Frichtiman decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendan, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you. To be able to speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter of Bladnet. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seal that allows you to give voice to your friends when visiting the council.
It is a symbol of great trust. Why are you awarding me this?
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven you are our friend back there in my village.
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow upon me. And thank you, fair cousin, for everything.
Ну, сюжет потихонечку раскручивается. Так, а где здесь? Ага, я не туда бегу. Здесь же новое селение совсем близко. Резиденция. Блин, а вот что это за задание? Я не понял. Блин, у меня же здесь... Вот ничего нет больше. Узнать больше об исследованиях в Эдеме. Фиг его знает. Ну, сейчас схожу по вот этому квесту. Посмотрим, что там. Ух ты. Кольцо божественной ярости. Это может быть классная штука. Ну, не знаю. По качеству лучше и все. Выработка ярости только выше и все. Расход ярости на атаку 33%, здесь 50%. Нет, это кольцо не лучше.
Hello, my name is Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sarde. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Shiora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorsht Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will
Да
give
есть
you
у меня
his
печать,
seal,
блин.
and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasach, of the village of Wenxavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desarde, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrictiman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enol Mil Frictimen. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings. And so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tir Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegat. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their mal may also be heard here and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
Так, чего хорошего он мне рассказал? Но зато насыпал еще заданий. Так. Причем дополнительно задание Сиоры, каменные обеты, история Телемы. Так. Узнать больше об исследованиях в Эдеме. Вот туда я хочу сходить. Основное я потом буду, наверное, делать. Не буду с ним спешить, потому что вот задание Сиоры еще есть. Я хочу еще с Сиорой дружбу завести.
You have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
Интересно, на что этот выбор способа прохождения повлияет. Так, что этого ничего не появилось. Так, две туники следопыта, нафиг. Перчатки гренадера. Нафиг. И вот это все можно продать. Узнать больше. Давайте попробуем узнать. Я не знаю, каким образом узнать. Что-то подслушать, наверное, или что-то украсть, или прочесть. Смотрите на это пугало. Пипец, как же оно топорно сделано. Так, а ведро, смотрите, какое этим ведром. Я не знаю, кого можно поить таким ведром. Там бадья целая. Ручки по бокам. Офигеть, ведрышко. Тебя надо.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I am not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Не знаю, смогу ли его осмотреть.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Обратиться за помощью к островитянам. Ты что туда залез? Петрус, слазь со стола, это некультурно. Петрус. Интересно, он слезет? Так, Сиора пошла, он стоит. Слез. Я по звуку слез. Так, куда топаем? Жилище Лера. Блин, нельзя сделать поближе это все.
Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
Островитяне, блин. Да у островитян у меня хорошая репа и так.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us. I have to go.
Like so many others.
О ком он говорит? Ну я понял. Если я правильно помню, это та старушечка, сына которого мы не убили, пощадили, который украл скрижали. Да, это она.
Here you are again. What do you want?
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwell.
Так, отличненько. Всего лишь надо было сбегать в другой конец лагеря.
Where am I?
You're in Eden. You are safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who are at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Найти лагерь богословов. Ну-ка, ориентируемся. А могу ли я туда попасть? Через лагерь, например. Да. Вот как хорошо, что я предварительно все обследовал. Ну, кстати, задание Сиоры светится. Но я его потом выполню. Так. Блин, ну это все замечательно, но я-то туда попасть-то не могу. Разве что здесь сейчас проход открылся, в чем я сильно сомневаюсь. Проход открылся. Да, тропы не было, они, наверное, взорвали. Интересненько. Блин, как же красиво все сделано здесь. Движок офигенный. Я надеюсь, они не забросят разработку этого двигла, и игры будут все лучше и лучше у них получаться. Молодчаги просто.
How dare you?
It looks like we're right on time. If we do not intervene, they're sure to gut each other. Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrive right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he's being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Поговорить с участниками экспедиции. Так, это все ладно, все хорошо. Смотрите, здесь сколько еще ништяков. Поговорю, возможно, мне туда... Возможно, они меня туда и направят.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Ну, я так понимаю, следующим заданием будет найти этих пропавших людей. Хотя не факт.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Чёртовы фанатики. Ну, как я и предполагал, да, задание найти людей. Что здесь нам предлагают? Какие-то места раскопок. Довольно большое задание. Наверное, ребят, я его продолжу на следующем стриме. Потому как время уже поджимает. Сейчас прощаюсь с вами. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока-пока и до следующих встреч.